Early in the Iraq and Afghan wars, American soldiers and Marines were left vulnerable to roadside explosions, leaving their Humvees little more than twisted, burning piles of metal. Staff Sergeant Matthew Lyons knows all about that. He was on the ground in Iraq in 2006 and 2007.
We were using just basically whatever we could find, sandbags and scrap metal to make armor out of that.
But now, soldiers have a new defensive weapon. They weigh between 10 and 30 tons each, depending on their configuration. Mine-resistant ambush protection vehicles, or MRAPS for short. Every wheel on the ground is powered. They have V-shaped armored hulls that deflect the force of explosions away from the soldiers inside. And they are loaded with high-tech equipment designed to give the U.S. fighting force the advantage of early warning. The training is conducted deep inside the artillery range at Fort Sill, back up against the Wichita National Wildlife Preserve, where soldiers move along dusty gravel roads between structures that are meant to resemble what they will see in the theater of operations. This is the first time soldiers at Fort Sill have been able to train with the MRAPS.
The big thing that we like to do is train as we're going to fight, and as I said, these are the vehicles we're going to have if and when we deploy, so it's a pretty good experience for my guys.
Captain Anthony Fatula is commander of A Battery, 3rd Battalion, 13th Field Artillery. He knows firsthand what these vehicles mean to the safety of the troops.
They're very necessary. I was there about 2 years ago, and it was right when they first started coming to Afghanistan, and it definitely helped save some lives.
And everything about these vehicles required improvements.
One door alone is about 1,000 pounds.
Just getting in and out of them, especially the version known as the Max Pro, requires hydraulic assistance.
These aren't standard doors, everything's a little different than a normal vehicle. Even turning on the headlights is a task.
The vehicles carry a minimum of 3 people and up to 10 depending upon the mission and the configuration. It takes specialized training just to learn how to drive them.
It's comparable to a big semi-truck that's automatic. The brakings are a little different, but the turning radius, you have to really kind of watch your turns, or you could flip these things over.
In addition to learning how these machines operate, there was a much more important goal to training on this day.
It's basically you drive down a road, have some mock IED set up, just basic, explosions. And the benefit of that for my guys, as I said earlier, they get a benefit on training on the vehicles, but also reacting to the IEDs, because IEDs are the biggest killer of soldiers in Afghanistan.
For security reasons, our video recording was limited, and we were restricted on how close we could get. But the Army did its best to make the training appear realistic. The Army, Navy, and Marines have spent billions of dollars buying thousands of these MRAPs to move troops around combat zones. Several suppliers are building different versions of the machines. The smaller MATVs can take on just about any terrain. The bigger troop-hauling Max Pros are more restricted to highway travel. But no matter where they go, they make a very strong and clear impression.
A big, huge truck with guns sticking out of it, so I would be intimidated, or at least be cautious.
These 60-plus soldiers are part of Alpha Battery, 3rd Battalion, 13th Field Artillery. They all will eventually be deployed to Afghanistan. And once there, these huge, powerful machines will be waiting for them.